Okay. Chris, so I think she could be asked to be a terrible old crone, and I've seen it done that way. This production's not like that.
Okay.
And although you may not be costumed or made up as the most beautiful fairy in the kingdom, she still is attractive and feels good about herself like that, yeah? So I think that probably that little, gosh, where did he come from?
This evil stick isn't
this
necessary.
Evil stick. Well, he isn't really. He isn't necessary until you come to beat up Carabosse. And that's really the only time you use it.
Okay, so I'm not relying on
No, so you're not. In fact, it's just an additional piece of power, I think, and something, although you wouldn't hit the Queen or King, but it becomes quite evident that you wouldn't hesitate to beat up Carabosse a bit. Yeah? So if we go from coming out of the your little carriage, I think it's important, obviously, how you view the court as the carriage makes its little journey in that circle. And that, you know, obviously the body language is everything. When you stand up and you step out, then, you know, she's sort of the embodiment of malevolence. Scary. Scary. Yeah? So, and she's, obviously the fact that she didn't get an invitation to this party has incensed her to such a degree that she feels she's going to, the vindictive side is coming out, yes? So she's going to really take it out on the court and particularly on this innocent little baby. That's how horrible she is. Okay, so we're going to da-da-dee. We've got that four whole phrases, really. So, Paul, could you just play that for us, please? So, standing up and getting the curtsy. And then immediately, you forgot me. Why? And she says, me? Not at all. No. Does the king? And he says, me? No. Carabosse. So you just say, bring them in. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Paul. So I think you probably need to shift it to this hand. The moment he points at Carabosse, I'd shift it over. And then you just say, bring him here. Here. Rather than a little thing, I'd make a huge gesture. Here. Immediately, bring him. Yeah, put him there, to the rats. Yes, I think not even a point. I just think, bring him here, because they're all around him. Yeah? Yes. Okay? We're all right on that? So her courtesy to the Queen, of course, is really fake. Yes. She doesn't want to be simpering in any way with her fake. You know, she doesn't want to pretend to be sweet. She doesn't want to be. No, the fakeness is really that she just makes the curtsy, because she doesn't mean it at all. But they are the king and queen, so she would respect that. Then the next thing, I think, again, you're right-handed. Yes. So leave it in your left hand. The first thing is the hat, and you give it to a rat. And the next thing is the wig, which reveals his little scantily haired little head. And then select a nice little so you can pull it, you know. And that goes to a one rat, another one. There are four of them. Okay? So they don't all want to be the same. And in time you'll find a way to vary them, because maybe the first one you just do really quickly, whatever. You do that, you'll find that for yourself. Okay. Let's do it once again and then go on to Carabosse. Yeah, are you sure? Yeah. Thanks, Paul. goes first. Rat takes it. Now, beat him. Good. Let's stop there. Thanks, Paul. You know, it strikes me also that because, I mean, in this case, he's such a wonderful top to it, that you could, while you've been doing this, you could almost do that with him, or hit him with the end of it. And I mean, in the real prop, hey? The real prop's got a knobbly, it's got a sort of snaky top. I'd use it rather than just jabbing it. You could maybe jab and then, or even threaten him with it. Okay, yes. This poor invisible Talbot here. That was much better, Chris, much better. Let's go to after you've really sort of rallied your troops again. The rats have danced around you and you stop them because now you've got the message to deliver. Yeah? So that's the stop, dum, dee, da, and the bow. And now this time, I always feel that this is a moment where Ninette de Valois put this piece in her production of Sleeping Beauty. And Madame always loved a sort of sarcasm that was reflected a little in the body, very subtly, you know, not wavy, but just indicating a certain sarcasm, really. She loved that word, to the Queen. So by the end of that phrase, yum, deem, dum, deem, the bow is a dee da da. You listen to me and what I've got to say. It's very easy to do as if you're pulling the words out. It shouldn't, technically, it should just be your middle finger that just does words coming out. Yes? Yeah. And then this hand is up. Yeah, yes, you want to change it completely. Listen to what I'm saying. And if you could catch her eye again, your daughter, that little baby, and then she's so little now, but then she'll be there, and then she'll be here. Yes? So that the Queen all the time thinks, oh, what is she going to say next? And be careful about straightening the elbow, because you don't, the moment you straighten your elbow, the force of your finger is lost. So it's the finger. Yes. Yeah. That's right, so that it's in the hand. Yeah? Yeah. It's coming good. I'm not convinced by your butt. But.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, really bite at her.
Yeah. What have I just done before the butt?
Beautiful, and arms. Yeah. Beautiful skin. Yes, exactly. You see, that's exactly right. Beautiful skin. But. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that, and it's also like but, and it's just a moment. There's something else too.
Yeah. Can I have another go?
Yes, of course you can. Thanks, Paul. You see how low you are? Yeah, that's because you've got fit thighs. Yes? Yeah? I mean, you're walking and you prick. And there's a feeling of triumph. You would have to pull yourself right up for that. Yeah. Yes?
You do feel so much more in control when you are upright, but it's just... allowing yourself
yes,
to
yeah,
just to
yeah,
stand.
yeah. And I think that from that moment of stop, you've been building for this as the rats have been around you, you know, and you've been saying, "Dance, my little pretties, dance. Aren't you wonderful? You know, mummy loves you," sort of thing.
Yeah.
Horrible. And when you stop them, you've already got this conversation in mind.
Yeah.
So that you're not just doing ratties and then you stop and then you think of the Queen.
No,
You know, it's
already,
while, and also while you've been working with them, you're watching to see her reaction and his reaction. You know, how are they feeling? Are they getting a little troubled in some way? Yeah. When you take that, when you've stopped, I wouldn't. Don't go slinky. Don't go slinky. And she doesn't want to be. I don't think she wants to be sexy.
No.
No? Okay, so she stopped. Yum-dee.
Yeah.
Yum. And they don't have to be on the music, those two steps. Just stop. Now you can't wait, really. Yum-dee. Yum-dee. Yes, Your Majesty. You. Now, listen a little more forward, and really soft wrists so that, listen. Now, me needs to be really low. Mind it doesn't come high, yeah? To me. Now, how many steps are you taking here? I think 2. I think just 2 steps for 3. D, 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 D. Show me what you feel. That's all right. Listen me.
Okay, I can get onto the yeah.
D, D, D.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Okay, and. Something like that.